Spargo had one of the best golden weeks of any player, period, this past week and a half or so. He got third place at Kagaribi. He won my Suma top number 69. So that's what we're going to be watching. I'm going to be watching two of his videos. First off, his winners semifinals versus Ashimo, and then, winners finals versus Ashimo, and then grand finals versus me. I figured I would show him like winning the major instead of like he did well, because I feel like this makes more sense to me at the very least. So let me know if you disagree. If so, I apologize. I can do another video on like, oh my god, Mexico did so well, and it's like Leo and Spargo at Kagaribi. Also, yes, my background is different, still not back, so let's go. So I'm pretty sure Spargo has like a pretty decent record versus Ashimo, but you know, Spargo, after having his really good Kagaribi, kind of had a good mindset going into this. I know Mia got upset really early and ended up having the crazy losers run, which is why we see him back in grand finals. But today we're going to be watching the Spargo Ashimo set. So first off, you know, I feel like Ashimo honestly has been doing incredibly well recently. He's just been like super consistent, super solid overall. So I'm glad that he's been doing well this season. But Spargo already with 50% lead. Yeah, the disadvantage and the edge guarding is going to be huge in this matchup. And Spargo, of course, one of the best edge guarders in the business. Nice spot dodge there from Ashimo to get that big punish. Oh, but then the limit cross slash immediately going to get a big punish. And now you're going to be off stage, which is a little scary. Ooh, nice Shoryu backwards to hit that. Like the thing is, all those like little tricks that Ashimo does to kind of catch people shielding, like that raw bear and stuff like that with his like dash backs, like Cloud just has really big hitboxes, so it doesn't end up mattering. Quick trump with that turnaround up B, and Spargo's up first stock again, playing really well. It was really funny. I think I saw Spargo tweet just like, oh, who would have guessed it wasn't the character's fault, it was my fault all along. But like his mentality was different, I guess. I'm not 100% sure exactly what the issue was, but obviously Spargo has kind of figured stuff out. Again, doing incredibly well at Kagaribi is very, very difficult, and you know, he only lost, I forget exactly who he lost to. I think it was a Kola Doramegi, which, like, you know, those I would say are 1 and 2 in the world at the moment, so maybe Hurt is also up there. But I mean, Spargo again just having a good time. Oh, that would have been a sick edge guard to hit Cloud under the stage, but the nair does not work out. Kind of surprised that Shoryu hit. That was a little far with the single down tilt, so that's going to be first stock for Ashimo. But again, he's already at 92, which means like any back air, a lot of things are going to send Ashimo off stage in incredibly unfavorable positions. But Spargo just trying to play fluid, trying to play, you know, heavy motion, so he's not just kind of getting stuck in the corner, gets the forward air off stage, but not quite going to kill. But it is going to kill. Ultimately, no ability to recover for Ashimo, and that is going to be, again, quite a big lead for Spargo. Ends up getting the fair down tilt dash attack. This advantage state can be really impressive in this matchup, and then he gets the double jump back onto the stage into that spike. That is a big, big deal in this matchup. A lot of characters can't spike Ryu through his recovery. You need a big disjoint. Cloud, absolutely one of those characters, so 1-0 for Spargo. Game 2, Ashimo trying to close the stage down with the small stage of Smashville, which I completely agree with. I feel like Spargo with his higher mobility compared to Ryu, you're going to get more out of you know, just being able to like space and run away and change your timings and stuff. Ashimo kind of wants to get in there, which unfortunately will mean that Spargo's advantage state is a little bit stronger on this stage, but you know, it's kind of like a you win some, you lose some there. Ooh, the side B does not hit the roll, so Ashimo, I mean, much better this game. He already has Spargo at like a 50% deficit, which is definitely a lot better than whatever was happening that game 1, where Spargo just had a huge lead, going to go through a lot of air dodges. Nice back air by Ashimo in a quick 40-second stock. Not too bad, but again, you gotta keep Spargo on the back foot, which is really, really scary. This up air gonna help? I guess it was too low percent to actually combo into anything Spargo hit and Ashimo off stage, but again, this spike, the threat is so scary. And then yeah, if that happens, you just kind of get like an immediate edge guard, right? Let me back up a little bit. So one of the interesting things about this is you get to jump off stage and get this down air, but of course he gets get up attacked there, but that little like edge trapping sequence is definitely scary. Ashimo tried to get the weak down air Tatsu, I think, at the end of that combo, which is kind of insane. I think I saw him do that either here or at maybe one of the tournaments this weekend. So Ashimo tried to be the spot dodge there with that grab because he delayed the timing for sure, but not gonna hit it unfortunately. But Ashimo kind of going insane, has basically a full stock lead compared to Spargo right now. That cross slash is gonna miss, and Ashimo could have done maybe an up B out of shield there. I don't remember how fast Ryu's up B out of shield is. Focus gonna get broken by that nair. Ledge traffic. Spargo trying to be right, goes for a big hit. The down air actually combos into the Shoryu with the special cancel. That's kind of disgusting. So that is going to be second stock for Ashimo, another quick trump, same as first stock last game, and that is going to be a big lead for Ashimo at the moment. But Spargo, of course, with these edge guards, with this oppressive advantage state that he has always had, it can be a little rough. Look, 52% already, gets the read, tried to get a nair cross slash there, probably. Pass falling through, gets the early bear, and has limit to burn, probably gonna do, yeah, blade beam exactly, and now he has Ashimo off stage, only taking 29%, and this is looking scary for Ashimo. Not gonna hit the double jump. Tatsu was not like positioned correctly, so Ashimo finally gets some more damage, but punish on the second fireball immediately. Quick recovery, so Spargo didn't have time to back air, down air to the stage. The weak forward air led to all that. That was insane. Slash gonna whiff, but oh, that could have been an up smash out of shield on that dash attack. That wasn't safe at all. I think that's like one of Ryu's honestly least safe moves that he has. Ooh, ledge jump up air Tatsu, ledge hop up air Tatsu, I like that, but the back air's gonna close out the stock. 125 is super death percent. There are so many things that Ryu can do to kill. Nice ledge jump, air dodge down. It's of course been a really good option. I love the grab there by Spargo because you're scared of the back air cross slash. Look at his advantage state, 59%. This is really threatening. He has such a good position. I don't think there's a double jump. If he went off stage with the down air, I think that was just the stock. That's safe. Back air. Okay. Gets the downer on the air dodge. Ashimo trying to get back to center, doesn't want to grab ledge because the ledge trapping of Spargo is just so good. Ledge jump, of course, but the up smash hits on platform and it doesn't hit the sour spot. I'm kind of surprised because it seemed like it was a little farther back. I thought I was just going to send backwards, but Spargo, huge comeback that game. That is 2-0. I mean, if Ashimo can't win with that lead, this is looking bad for the set. And I know how long the set is on YouTube, and it's 11 minutes, so that's pretty fast. Ashimo saying, hey, that was my bad. I'm just going to go back to Smashville. No problem here. And Spargo honestly immediately almost got the spike. That would have been insane. Maybe trying to get a footstool there as well. And again, the double jump going to be great. Double jump down are going to be great because of the, especially hitbox interpolation. It is super, super disjointed when you do it that way. Forward are going to hit the Tatsu, the focus. No full edge guard there, but hey, damage is damage. Even if focus does reduce the damage, it's still damage. Try to keep up the pressure, but Ashimo gets the tech chase there with the down smash. Forward air. Dude, it's so bad. Like, sometimes you, are fighting Spargo and you're just like, okay, I trust that he's not going to just go for full send forward air. So I'm going to, try to hit this tricky spacing, and then he just full sends forward air or back air, and you're just like, I took 40, and now I'm getting edge trapped, and now I'm dead. Blade beam should just get the kill. Yeah, it should seal up the kill here with this back air timing. Beautiful back air timing, honestly. There's a focus that can come out. Continue to edge guard. Okay, so not gonna be the stock. Well, it's gonna be the stock. Goodbye. And yeah, just Spargo again. One of the strengths of Spargo is the fact that he is willing to go off stage all the time, which is super, super important. It closes out stocks significantly earlier than any other Cloud counterpart for sure. Beautiful recovery as well, and that's gonna be a ledge jump uppy. And dude, the advantage is so good. Again, as I said, the advantage for Spargo on Smashville is gonna be really scary, but you kind of have to do it because the neutral is also scary. And then he just lands, gets the shield poke with that. Oh, so good. Spargo's pressure with the trump as well, trying to wait longer. This is actually it doesn't end up working out with the situation, but I love that he waited in this trump. He could have got a guaranteed nair or back air here, but he tries to get a delayed nair, which he actually goes for up air there. But he was trying to hit the double jump so that way the advantage state in immediately following would be stronger, so he doesn't get the true punish, but he's trying to get a bigger punish afterward. The nair ended up killing Spargo because he didn't have a double jump, so that is going to be stock for Ashimo though. Down into the stage, not going to work. Ashimo changing his recovery timings. That downer is ridiculous to hit neutral gap. I didn't even think of that. Run off forward there, Spargo. Just the pressure there is so scary because Ashimo can't go for focus all the time off stage. Gonna stall with that side B, not gonna get anything. Yeah, I actually love this edge. I mean, again, Ashimo had to respect the edge guard potential, so he didn't make it back anyway. So you see him kind of not full drift here because of that back air threat. But either way, I love this just going for this up air down, this up E go down, because if this was far enough to make it, it would have just two framed with the spike. I like that edge guard opportunity a lot from Spargo instead of trying to perfectly time downer. In worst case, if he's wrong just a little bit, he just ledge trumps anyway, or is in a ledge trump position, I should say. Because it's not necessarily a guaranteed ledge trump. So he's up a stock. This is looking hard for Ashimo, and Spargo's just hitting all the right buttons. He's just guessing focus or non-focus every single time. The offensive pressure is ridiculous. This is the Spargo that we know, that we're used to, that we assume is just going to be the best. That's going to be a back air. Goes for an uppy. No, it doesn't spike. That was so sick. This whole sequence was so sick. So going super low with this side B because Ashimo has to go there, right? And then getting this up B, it could have been a back air, but the up B obviously would have been good. But I think Ashimo doing a really smart job. I guess, I don't know if that was just the weird hurtbox of Ryu. So unfortunately, SD's there, but that should have been the stock with a spike on that up B. But still, 97%. He has a huge lead. Spargo's looking really comfy here. That down smash is going to whiff as well due to the airspeed of Cloud. So this is still, even with the SD, looking like Spargo momentum, Spargo game. Could be a 2-frame spike, could just be a back air, an up smash. So many threats at this point. Empty jump grab because there's so many threats. Like at this point, you're just completely overwhelmed by options that Spargo could do. Now he has limit, so that can be, yeah, I was gonna say the up B on the neutral get up, and he reads the special cancel, so he holds shield there. And even though that's, I think, the first time that Ashimo's done it this set because it hasn't come up due to another empty jump grab. When Spargo's empty jump grabbing you, you know you're screwed. Like that's literally the thing. A third one, because you have to hold shield because the back air is just gonna kill you. Like back air from like almost anywhere on the stage is gonna kill you at this point. So Ashimo just has to play perfect and not get hit, but I don't know if that's gonna be the case. Because literally any back air, almost anything, like so literally almost every single move Spargo has is going to kill Ashimo at this point, except for literally like Nair, but even Nair is going to set up for like an edge guard situation. Gets the back air. That's going to be a 3-0 for Spargo, who advances to winners finals, sorry, grand finals, because that was winners finals. And then Mia, after losing in the round of like top 128 to a Little Mac, don't ask, I don't know, I don't get it. Mia brings it all the way back. So we have Mia versus Spargo in grand finals. Mia reset the bracket 3-0, but we're going to be watching set 2, true finals. 2 of the 4 horsemen meet here in grand finals. Obviously, I would say that moniker's a little out of date at the moment, considering how well Doramegi specifically is doing, and Hurt have kind of like taken 2 of those roles. But Spargo, of course, has a pretty strong record versus Mia. Mia obviously won the first set of this, match between them. But now we have an even set. So this is, of course, like one of the most experienced matchups for Spargo, as well as like Leo, because they have Meister up down in Mexico. I was gonna say up in Mexico. I'm like, not relative to where I am. So, obviously knowing the matchup, I would say that Cloud also does really well in this matchup. So does Aegis, but I do know that Spargo tried both. But Mia, of course, one of the best players in the world. He's been struggling a little bit this season, especially relative to his insane, like 18 major wins or whatever last year. He won so many majors last year. It was ridiculous, maybe like 10. It was crazy. He won so many majors. And I think he's maybe won like 1 or 2 this year, and it's almost halfway through the year. So again, he's been struggling a little bit more with people like, not really with Doramegi, but he's been struggling with Hurt. Cole has kind of had his number. There have been a couple of other Japanese players. There's been a couple of American players that have just beat him, right? He's losing to not just like a couple of players. He's losing like randomly to a few players. Which is like it's ridiculous, right? Like Mia is still a ridiculously good player, but right now Spargo kind of dominating, not dominating, but has a 28% lead. Once he died that first stock, Spargo has been very, very strong at the moment. And that's going to be side B. So, okay, forward air. Has the edge trap position, trying to get the 2-frame on the up B. Not going to hit its mark, though. Again, one of the big things about this matchup is back air is, if it's any type of spaced, it is not going to be up B punishable, so Game Watch does not get the free punish. Again, a quick trump. We saw that in the winner's final set versus Ashimo. I obviously don't know how much it has happened in the previous set of these two. Could have been a punish there, but not going to be. But Spargo still strong lead. It's pretty hard to catch Cloud in something like a down smash, so probably going to have to be an edge guard, but Mia trying to wait a little bit longer, or wait, until limit's gone to hit Spargo off stage, so that way he can get a more solid edge guard, because limit Cloud up be way harder to hit, but a dash attack, not difficult to hit at all with this character. Spargo, a master at them. Forward tilt on the ledge jump as well. And yeah, goes for a down tilt a little early. Me a good reaction. That down tilt's going to be rough. Probably should be the stock. No, it doesn't even go for the back air. Wasn't able to get on the inside, but a forward tilt on the get up attack. 75% is the deficit for Mia, which is like not great. Spargo's really, really strong, but also Game & Watch does so much damage. Great SDI by Spargo, so he's going to avoid any up airs in that combo. Really delayed back air up B, just winning the scrambles over and over again is Spargo. Back air also hits so low, so it hits a lot of the pancaking times, or like pancaking moves of Game & Watch, which is really, really good. That should be an up B. Oh no, gets an up smash, way better punish, and that is going to be 1-0 for Spargo. Kill move much better than about 18%. So yeah, let's go to game 2. If I'm Mia, I'm not necessarily deterred from that, considering now the set count is 3-1 since y'all have been playing. So I would say that definitely still has a lot of momentum overall, even though Spargo did kind of shut it down that game. Up throw, double up air, going to be solid percent. Again, Spargo's SDI, and just like, he chooses such good places to be so that even if he does get hit, it's not that big of a deal. Up B, up air, beautiful drift around that up air. Because sometimes you just take the hit on purpose. Gonna up B to platform and actually gonna punish the attempted punish from Mia. Beautiful stuff there. But now up air's coming out, but the limit's gonna be way higher airspeed, way higher air mobility in terms of like being able to drift in and out. And so he's gonna get back to the ground. Down smash though, but the up smash doesn't hit, so that's not gonna be a stock for me. It's gonna be a stock for Mia somehow. That was crazy. That was a really interesting sequence. So overall right now, Mia playing very well, but Spargo advantage time battlefield going to be a great stage for Cloud's advantage, even if it is still going to overall be better for Game & Watch, hence the counter pick for Mia. But he's hitting a lot of up Bs. Up B to the center plat is obviously going to be great. You can choose to fall through it, you can choose to not, which is a little bit difficult to kind of parse through. Dash attack on the punish with the up smash, but the forward air lingering, gonna beat out any whiff punish attempt from Mia. Good DI on those up Bs, making it so that there's no follow-up. Nair gonna fall out on platform. It does that sometimes. Pressure. Up B just gonna be safe regardless. So even though he didn't get the damage, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But again, Spargo in this whole time has only taken 47%, which is not that much when it comes to Game & Watch. Like, there are certain characters where that's like really bad. I would assume that Chef meant to be an up B to get out of that situation. I think Spargo could have punished it anyway, but yeah, these up Bs on plat, huge for just like mix up potential. You see Spargo going for a lot more up Bs. Didn't work out that time, and now he's hit off stage, but the up air whips, again, great drift by Spargo, and then punishing the air dodge with that side B, huge. Look at this momentum, only 28% down. That very well could have two-framed. These nairs being really weird on these side plats. I don't know if it's like a Cloud thing, I don't know if it's a Spargo thing. Nice parry on the hit 5, and that should be the stock. Okay, I'm just gonna safely forward air off, and that will be the stock. Projectiles that are kill moves, very strong in this game. Double back air not gonna hit. Spargo kind of has Game & Watch at that awkward percent. What a parry by Mia. Insane choice there. Gonna get triple nair. No up airs though, because again, good DI by Spargo, making sure that he gets as far away from that nair as possible at the end of the combo. Because sometimes you know you're gonna take a couple hits, it's not that big of a deal. Beautiful side B as well. Forward air gonna get beaten out as well because you can't hit it. The ledge trap, scary, misses the neutral get up. Again, Game & Watch's neutral get up, very hard to react to. It's not impossible, but it is one of the hardest ones. That dash attack with punish on that nair going to be the stock for Spargo. Only 60%. Again, it's not great, but it's not that bad considering that's 13%. And Spargo's advantage, again, so strong, even against a character as ridiculous as Game & Watch. Nice cross-up DI from Spargo, double back air. Again, I do want to mention that that is exactly what you are supposed to do when you are fighting Game & Watch, is if you hit a shield and you are on the left, they're going to have to up B, or they don't have to up B, but they almost surely will up B to the left to make sure they hit you, and then you have to DI to the right, because Game & Watch will go one way, you will DI the other way, and then there is no follow-up here, which is why Mia can't get anything, and then Spargo ends up getting that down air, double back air, because Mia keeps mashing back air out of hit stun. I feel like mashing nothing would probably be better in some of these situations, so he can try to react to positions and go for, see, there we go, did nothing. See, doing nothing is good. It's not like back air like hurt box shifts you that much. Like, I can understand that. Oh, loses limit right then. Unfortunate for Spargo. 102. No double jump. He can still make it back. Again, the recovers from Spargo. Really good. The two frame of dash attack misses. Downer up. Is that going to kill? No, but has basically even percent. Back air will kill now. The ledge trap way scarier. Empty jump grab, as I said in the Ashimo set. That means you are in a bad spot mentally against Spargo. And gets the back air F tilt, the 1-2 punch, so scary. And now Spargo one game away from winning his first major of 2026. His first major in quite some time. I think he said it was about a year since he had won a major, and he's one game away from breaking that, self-curse. And Mia, of course, going through the gauntlet. I think he won like 11 sets in losers bracket, including the reset, and he does not want that to go to quote-unquote waste of not winning this tournament with all that effort put in. But Spargo immediately with a 66% lead, looking incredibly strong. But of course, leads don't necessarily matter when the opponent's advantage state is so strong, and Mia, one of the best advantage states in the world, probably like top 3. I would say like Spargo, Light, Mia, Dora Migi type thing would probably be the advantage states most. I mean, granted, that's like partially Game & Watch because Game & Watch up air is like one of the best moves in the entire game. But he's evened up the percent, so it's not that big of a deal. And that's going to miss. Forward smash on the punish. Can get for an edge guard. Ooh, early uppie. That should be the stock. Back air will seal it out. Yes, indeed. I love that early uppie from Mia just because, you know, in this position, you are more worried about back air. You're expecting, like, that's why you go for the double jump here, is you're worried about double jump back air. And Mia just kind of goes, hey, you're probably not going to randomly air dodge in the middle of this edge guard. So I'm going to just hit you a little bit before you can react. And that is going to be first stock for Mia. Great stuff. But Spargo, of course, not down that much. He's been down more in this set, especially in that game 2. I think only in that game 2, actually. No, he was down game 1, I believe. Up smash gonna whiff. So going to be a solid punish. Mia misses landing on platform with that up air, so it's not going to be as much damage as it could have been. Up B, no, goes for just for the up air. I thought I was going to go jump, double jump up B to get the punish and get a kill, but I guess wants limit just in case. Gets the kill with it anyway, so that is going to be only 47% down. Not that bad. I also don't know what the set count is because I think the Japanese tournaments all have like interviews at the end to kind of like diffuse how much time the sets took. Because like I went through like half the VOD and then I saw that it was 2-0 Spargo and I was like, whoops, that's too far. Because I expected the first 3 games to take longer basically. But still, Mia right now, 70% lead. Limit is online for Spargo, so it could be especially a big finishing touch if he like parries a down air, but not going to be the case. Has to use the up B to recover. You'd rather live longer than hold it and get greedy. Oh, but Spargo, understandably air dodging Mia was so ready for it. Granted, you know, it wasn't that big of a punish, honestly. So with the downer gonna hit, yep. The stall and falls going to be great for repositioning if your opponent is a little bit more flustered. When Spargo has a lead, he's not getting hit by that. But when he's losing, he's trying to get back to his good positions. But Mia fast falling a little bit early on those nairs. I think he like whiffed it himself. Like it wasn't like, oh, Spargo's SDI is so good. I think Mia just messed up. Be gonna hit the dash deck, gonna cross up, but still already 60% onto Spargo. This is looking like a Mia game. Scary. Yep, up air gonna be a great hurtbox shift rather for Spargo, trying to hit these ledge traps. But again, ledge jump from Game & Watch, literally unreactable. There is like almost no animation to that ledge jump, so he's basically already off. Okay, messes up though. Yeah, didn't mean to go off stage with that up air, so that down smash on the roll is going to be great from Spargo. Great find, but this is still a scary position. You are super death percent for Cloud. Of course, a lot of the moves that you would be worried about, as you know, a lot of opponents at Game & Watch, like up smash and down smash, going to be a little bit harder to land on a player as mobile as Spargo and a character as mobile as Cloud, or like, you know, good aerials and stuff. Oh, off stage, beautiful wall jump, saves the limit as well. Probably going to burn it soon, because I think it's about to run out. Yeah, didn't use anything, but hey, the mobility is sometimes important. That's a lesson to all you Cloud mains. Sometimes you just have to hold your limit and have the mobility, because the threat of your move is sometimes better than your move itself, especially when it's not going to get a kill or something like that. Spargo trying to stay super mobile. Again, the good cross-up DI. He's not faltering on his defense, but the back air going to work out on that short hop. And yeah, Mia just covered these options perfectly. This was a beautiful edge guard. I know it looks like nothing happened. I understand that. But what happens here, Mia jumps out. The threat of the back air is real. Baits the double jump out from Spargo. And then, of course, Spargo, understanding that he can't just hold in because he doesn't want to get upbeat like he did the previous stock, double jumps towards and then drifts away. You know, Mia double jumps back to the left, not committing and staying in this lower 45-degree angle. This isn't technically a 45, but, you know, beneath and you know, between the stage. And then Spargo eventually has to hold forward, so he throws the back air out a little bit further than Spargo could have air dodged, and that is going to be the stock, because again, Spargo technically could have gone for like an early up B here, but if he does that and Mia doesn't throw out this back air at this immediate moment, then he's just going to get up B'd for it and die anyway. So kind of like a 50-50 there, but it's always Mia's reaction, and he just guessed right. That is going to be 2-1 for Mia. Only needs, you know, one more game to bring it to a game 5. I'm assuming Spargo's going to go to PS2 because it's the classic North American counterpick. Indeed, he wants the space to move around, doesn't want those platforms hindering him as much. You know, there's a lot more flat ground here, and Game & Watch does not really like flat ground. Sometimes he likes it for the juggles, but you're not really going to get juggled as Cloud because you have better airspeed than Game & Watch. Plus, you always eventually will get limit when your airspeed is super better than Game & Watch. Forward air is going to trade there, but it's better for Mia. Yep, good punish. Punishing up B is so important. If your character can do it against Game & Watch, you really have to get them solid. Limit cross slash at the edge of the stage, not gonna kill. 90%, not enough percent even on that light character of Game & Watch. Tries to get the up smash, not gonna be a punish. Up smash, not that punishable. Mia kind of hitting his head, he's just like, oh, that was dumb. And then of course, Spargo going to punish the forward smash, which is actually like surprisingly safe, but not safe enough for, you know, a cloud up smash. It's a pretty fast move. Weak fair cross slash, just gonna get damage. If you're winning, you might as well, you know, cash out your damage. Tried to get a roll beat. He hasn't got a sweet spot F smash this entire set so far. He's only hit sour spot F smashes. 80%. This is looking like Spargo is being very dominant right now. Tries to get an edge guard, but misses. But the threat of the edge guard made Spargo recover in a way where he couldn't recover. So that actually is going to be the stock for Mia. Up B, gonna punish, but no big punish. The down hits did not confirm. Yeah, what the fuck was that? I like the back air attempt from Spargo there to try to do exactly that. He literally got the follow-up there. The chase of Spargo off stage is so threatening. Good DI on Mia with these uppies, but it doesn't matter. He's down a stock and 40%. The momentum from Spargo, you can literally feel it. Mia trying to spot dodge through these grabs, trying to get Nair Hammer. I don't blame him because that would be the equalizer. Otherwise, you have to play such a clean stock, and it is so hard to do that against a disadvantaged matchup, which this probably is. And Spargo is just, of course, so amazing. Tries to get a forward smash on like an air dodge drift back, but not going to hit it. Spargo feeling himself right now. Wow, forward air hit that? That was crazy. Okay, offstage back air, or sorry, offstage side B going to prevent the edge guard. The back air comes out for Spargo. Limit online. Oh no, this is not good. On the neutral get up. No, he actually goes for a grab here. Goes off stage. What a punish on the forward air. That was ridiculous, Spargo. Again, this is why sometimes you gotta do nothing. You can't just be throwing out hitboxes to get out of disadvantage when, of course, like, I wouldn't expect this from Spargo either, but Game & Watch doesn't have particularly fast moves when it comes to like using moves to get out of hits done. So Spargo reacts to this forward air and just hits him. He's just dead. Like, that's just a true punish. You can literally see he's still in the animation the frame before he gets hit. So even if, you know, technically the move ended right there, air dodge is frame 3, I believe, for Game & Watch. So yeah, you can't get out of hits done that greedily. And if you do so, Spargo's going to be ready with the limit up B as he stands victorious over my Suma top number 69 one-day tournament. Mia played, in my opinion, pretty well that set. Spargo is just really, really hard to beat, especially in a matchup he is incredibly good in, which of course he is versus Game & Watch. And yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, social media and partner stuff is down below. I will still be covering Kagaribi. It's just I was going to cover Spargo and lay out Kagaribi, and then Spargo won my Suma top. So I was like, well, let me cover that because it's winning a major as opposed to like, wow, they did so good. But yeah, just let me know down in the comments what you want to see, and I will see you all next time.